Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. This is Nate Brooks again. Well, first report, 273. I'm stuck. I'm stuck from the same weight of last week. Anyway, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at today. What I wanted to talk about today, really, is about your brain and brain warm up and every professional athlete. If you think about it, the golfers when they're going to putt, they'll look and they'll say, okay, they'll look on this side, they'll walk around to the other side, look on the other side. They'll have a routine that they go, and then they step up, put one hand over the other, and make a decision on how they're going to do what they're going to do. Well, the same thing should apply to you as a trader or anytime you're doing any kind of thing that requires mental performance. I have a routine that I go through, and sort of like every day, 10-minute routine to warm up my brain, and I'll just talk about it. First thing in the morning, what I do is I hydrate myself. So I'll get a 32 ounce bottle of water. I put some lemon in it, squeeze it, break it up, shake it up, and I just start hydrating myself with 32 ounces of water. And the reason is so that you can hydrate your brain, get the oxygen to the brain. The other thing I'll do is I go outside, get some natural light. I do what I call is 3 nostril breaths. So I'll go, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm trying to get oxygen to both sides of my brain because I'm trying to make sure that when I'm getting into the trading environment that I have as much oxygen. And the next thing that I do is I have nutritional shakes, I have some vitamins, I have omega-3 fatty acids. I'm trying to make sure that I get the nutrients to my brain. The other thing that I do is I'll spend 2, 3, 4 minutes a day. I have these different kinds of books that I purchase, a 10-minute brain workout, getting your brain in the fast lane. And so I'll do some of the exercises in the book, and just to, as time goes on, just over time, just to keep my mind moving and thinking and getting warmed up. Because I want it to be very active and ready to go when the market starts moving so that I can analyze and do what I need to do. The other thing that I do when I'm outside is I'll look up, I'll smile, so that, you just release the, good endorphins about being, and I'll start moving. And I make sure that I move my body in such a way that I'm getting cross reference so that I'm using both sides of the brain and exercising and stimulating both sides. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll do my knee raises and crossing side to side so that, then I'll move up, I'll move down, I'll look up, look down. All I'm trying to do is just get blood flowing, movement, oxygen to my brain. Let's see, there's some other things that I do here. In the office, I'll open up the windows. I'll have airflow coming in. I'll have a fan that just makes sure that airflow is moving. I just want to get fresh air around me, around my body, around my breathing pattern so I can get things moving. And some other things that I do for myself, I call them little tongue twisters. Learned this back in the old auctioneering days, and I always do things like I'll say tongue twisters and put number counting in between the tongue twisters so that I just have to keep my brain moving and thinking. So I might do something like let's say, okay, Tommy Tatum is 2 T's, 2.5, 5, 7.5, now 10. Tatum to the top of 2 little trees, 2.5, 5, 7.5, now 20. Tommy Tatum is 2 T's, 2.5, 5, 7.5, now 10. Tatum to the top of 2 tall trees, 2.5, 5, 7.5, now 20. So I'll do those kinds of things and honestly, I'm just looking to stimulate my brain and move backwards. And in auctioneering, they used to have you count up, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 195, 90, so you can count forwards, backwards. Just do something to give yourself, some kind of stimulation. Because I think what happens is that a lot of us don't realize that you have to start using both sides of your brain. You have to think, you have to analyze, you have to be patient, you have to have discipline, you have to have courage. So you need to be constantly working on your mind and develop some kind of routine for yourself so that you can keep your mind right. Then what I'll also do is, in my own mind, I'll go through my checklist of, here's my trade setup. So first trade setup, opening gap play. What am I going to do? Where am I looking to enter? At what point? What are my criteria? Then I have my close extension trade that I look at. Then I have my V reversal trade. Then I have my, balance trade. So I have different kinds of trade setups that happen. I go through them in my mind so that I'm, picturing them, imagining. I'll go back over my homework. So, I'll go back over my homework over the prior day. What are the key levels of support and resistance that I have to pay attention to today? So if price goes here, what am I going to do? If price goes there, what am I going to do? How am I going to play the market? So I have all of these things going through my mind, thinking through them, and then, so I'm having this little, and I do all of this before the market starts, before you finish the rest of your homework. This way I'm prepared mentally, I'm stimulated. The other thing you got to do is make sure you get enough rest the night before, so that you have, your mind and the body has repaired itself. So anyway, those are a few things that you need to do, and then obviously things like exercising, is obviously going to help you, and these are things that everybody says. But I'm really referring to that first thing in the morning. What is that little 10-minute routine, your morning ritual before you get to trade? So develop your own morning ritual. I gave you a few ideas on what you can be, include in those. So do those things, enjoy it, and have a happy trading session. See you next week.